Alright, let's do it like this. Boom. That looks alright. Alright. I take it. Alright, let's put on the glasses. That way we'll have some audio. Alright. Real quick like. Alright. Let's get some stuff together. Bro, this stuff was pretty damn dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I smoked like almost this whole eighth last night as soon as I popped it. Like it was pretty damn good. This is some high school sweethearts right here. This particular brand was not Canamo, but oh dad darn it. Hang on, high school sweethearts from now it's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. Hang on, flower. Canamo uses Sonoran Roots. Son of a biscuit. It was on the tip of my tongue. Sonoran Roots. It's Sonoran Roots. But yeah, so we're going to crack down some of the high school sweethearts from Sonoran Roots here, and let's throw it off into our mini nail, which I'm probably about to get in trouble on TikTok because I didn't know that you can't even list any like cannabis products on there. And I did make a little video just now, like raving about the mini nail and put it on TikTok. So I'm probably going to get in trouble on TikTok. Oh, TikTok's some bull crap, dude. Like you can't put nothing on TikTok. Like no can of nothing. Like it's just straight garbage. So it's just like that's everybody keeps asking me, why don't you go live on TikTok? Why aren't you on TikTok? And I'm like, bro, first off, too, I need 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. Like Jesus Christmas. Like I don't have 1,000 followers on YouTube, but like I've got I think 75 or 80 now. Like Jesus, and it took me 3 years to get 80 freaking subscribers on YouTube. So like the hell with 1,000 followers just to go live on TikTok. And it's like TikTok is so against any of the content that I would put out. Like that's the only thing I hear it all the time. Why aren't you on TikTok? Why aren't you on TikTok? Because dude, TikTok is just ridiculous. Like their rules and regulations is a whole nother. Like it's a whole nother. Let's see here. Okay. Hell yeah. All right. All right. Now let's pack it up. So, what I'm showing you guys, this little setup is the mini nail coil caddy. Now, give me one sec. I just want to make sure the holes in the filter were nice and open. Yeah. All right. So, but this is the mini nail coil caddy. Now, what it comes with is your ball vape, which is filled with the ruby turp pearls, and then you do need your slide attachment that does also have a pull for the carb. So that'll go in somewhere like around there. And then what'll happen is you'll have your mini nail once it's heated. Let's go ahead and load that too while we're wetting that heat. All right, all right. Yeah, there we go. We got a nice 2 bowls off this. Damn, that was a dense ass little nuggy nugs. Alright, so let's get that nice and flat and perfect. And I'll show you, you do kind of want to get it about like this, nice and tamped in. Does that show a little bit? Alright. Just a smidge. Dude, and the thing is though, you guys, like at first I was a little bit skeptical, like, oh, this is just gonna be some like gimmicky BS, da 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 da, kind of like the student. Those student, you know what's weird too? Why do they call it student glass if it's like all metal? I don't understand. That's the one other thing I have with the student glass is it's all metal. All right, so I think we're about there. We got everything in. Let's see too. It does take it a little extra heat each time. I like to give it. How long have we been live now? Let's see, 5 minutes. Maybe another minute or so. We'll give it a little bit, a second longer, just because the hotter you let it get, the better the hit is, especially if you let it get to the right temp. But the nice thing is no torches, no ulterior flavor. Like even the like the hemp wicks and stuff, they do impart like a little bit of a flavor. So it's showing 650. Let's do it. Let's try it. Let's see where we're at. Cheers. Yeah, it ain't hot enough. It's not hot enough. It does take this little thing a little extra time to warm all up. Like the outside of it gets hot. I feel like that metal gets hot, so it's like, but the yeah, that wasn't vaping. But the metal gets hot, but I don't feel like those ball vapes fully heat up unless you give it just a few minutes. But once those ball vapes get to temp, they hold temp. Like once it gets to temp, it holds the temp though. Like you don't got to worry about that. It just takes it a minute. That would be okay. So I like to give a pro and con off of everything that I try. So with the mini nail coil caddy on the flower wand side, I would say my one negative thing with it, because it's like this with that flower wand, if I could go back, I would probably get the corded one. And only because with the flower wand, when you go to use it, you are pretty much letting that thing get to temp and then just stay temp, and then you're gonna like put it over all your bongs. So for me, the idea of like heating it up each time, it's like if it could just stay hot, it would, but I did go with the cordless one. So that was my choice. Because I did think that too. I don't know. Maybe let me play with a little more. But like I said, my one downfall is the heat up time. It takes a little bit to get that thing where you want it inside with the balls as well. Like everything's got to be heated. All right, let's try it. Let's try it now. Let's see. Cheers. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, still not quite there. We're getting there though. Those pearls are definitely getting the heat to them. Oh, that works nice. But I'll tell you too, though. At first, like I said, I thought this thing was very gimmicky, and I thought I was gonna like hate using it because of the. But no, truly, like now that I've started using the ball vape, it's really hard to smoke flower any other way now. All right. All righty. Okay. And then, like I said, we still got a nice little secondary bong rip right here. And while we're giving this just a second, I have an idea. We haven't yet to share this to anyone, so let me share it over to my buddy. Gotcha. 10-4. Gotcha. I was wondering. It looked good. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me send him this. Again, everybody, we're just waiting a second on the mini nail to warm up here. Just a second. Leave them come out twice a year for scheduled service. Yeah, we contacted warranty. Hang on, let me send him this. Paste first. Ah. Ah. It does look good, though. It does look good. Okie dokie. And then let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. I also need to check her thing real quick. Perfect. Where was I? Oh, yeah, here. Just checked. Tomorrow is still. There you go. It all looks good. All right, and now let's back away from that. And so I'm not just sitting here the whole time doing clickety clicks while y'all are watching. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now back here so I can make sure nobody is commenting. Also, my friend Melinda, who was on the other day. All right, just so nobody feels left out. And we're good. All right, let's go back to where we were because it's just a quick one. I'm just trying to hang. All right, I think we're there, you guys. That should do it. Whew. Whew. Most definitely. Yeah. Damn, that's good. All right. And then this is what it looks like before you stir it. Kind of browned. And then you give it a little stir to get back to the green on top. And then we're able to go in for another little hit. Sorry, you guys. Whew. Whew. Just a segundo, and it should be reloaded here. People think I'm crazy, but you should watch. Let's see. There we go. Everybody got a little taste of my live streaming. That's all I can share. That's all we can do. All right. So we got it stirred. Let's get all first off, let's get me. Oh, and how do we sound? Is the sound garbage? That's one thing. Hold on. Are the glasses actually working? Oh, they do sound good. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I think we're ready for our secondary goo. So much better. So much better. Yeah. Mhm. Whew. So then it looks like about like so, getting a little browner. I think we're just about done, to be honest. We might be able to get one more little hit off that. We'll try it, but I think it's done. We may have to be ready to pack the next one in. Oh, boy, it's definitely doing the trick though, and with a lot less of that harsh lung feel. So instead of lighting the bowl on fire, we are just ball vaping it. So what we're doing is we're letting the mini nail heat up the ball vape, which is just like a little chamber. And inside the chamber is a bunch of little terp pearls. They're ruby. And when you heat it up, the ruby holds the heat inside. And so when you pull that air through all those rubies, it heats up the air and then vapes the constant or the flower for you. So it's a dryer bait, but it works very, very well. I'll show you. So you get your hammer, you put it here, and that's it. That's it. Cheers. It's out. We're ready to repack. I thought so. All right, let's repack it. And see how the flour doesn't burn. It just browns. Just lightly browns the flour so that you're not getting all that burnt, like ashy taste. And it's just much less carcinogens, much less tar into your lungs. If you notice too, I've been smoking out of this now for 2 days, going on 3 days, and it looks like I've taken one flour rip out of it, like one legit rip. You know what I mean? Which is one of the reasons like I like it so much. I think this little thing is going to, I think they're going to be everywhere soon. Like if you like your buddy got one, you'll see like they are going to be everywhere soon. Oh, these are going to be what I use to clean these little holes with from now on. That was just too easy. Hole clean. Hole clean. Boom. There we go. So we're cleaned. Let's repack it. Let's make sure everything is nice and tamped out of it. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. All right. So we're just going to pack it in like this. It's pretty simple too. Like the way that they came up with this is ingenious. Like absolutely ingenious with the mini nail ball vape. But again, now you guys, I am not paid by them. I'm not sponsored by them. Me and my buddy legitimately went to Champs this past February, and I had already been borrowing his mini nail, the actual like coiled mini nail, like for your bangers and stuff for dabbing. I had already been borrowing it and putting it through the gambit, like putting it through the absolute test. And it was doing well. Like it surprised me actually as a little device. And so I was like, all right, well, I want to try a couple more other things and at least get me my own. And so when we went to Champs, they had the new coil caddy that was unreleased. So I've basically been kind of taking this new coil caddy on a little test drive here, and I am so far absolutely loving it. It's like I'm getting everything I love out of flour without everything I hate. All of the harshness and the carcinogens and the tar, all that is being left behind in the dust, and it's just giving out fabulously, fantastically, like full-bodied hits. And let me show you. So I think we're ready. I think that'll do it. I think we're all. Let's make sure we're tamped down here with our little double amber purple tamper. All right, we look good. Nice and flat under the rim. And here we go. All right. Cheers. Oh. Oh, Jesus. That was some tasty right there. Like, oh my God. That was dialed. Like, that one was tasty. Oh, jeez, Willikers. Whew. All right. I think we're ready for the last one here. Let it get nice and hot. Honestly, I'm hot, dude. That's gonna be. Whew. That's what I'm saying, dude. I like it because I feel like maybe it's the flame, like the lighter, that destroys some of the terpenes and the cannabinoids, because I get a much more like well-bodied, like well-rounded high with this thing. I don't know how to explain it other than like it's just like much more. Just the experience is better. Like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna cough a little something. I mean, but it's not. It's nowhere near as thrashing on my lungs, nor is it as like harsh. I just really enjoy the ball vapes. Now there is a ball vape too. Something distortion, something just like disruption, distortion, distortion, disrupt, something like that. Nail, disruption, nail, or something. So anyway, but they have a very similar kind of unit for the ball vape, but they wanted like 800 for it. So it's like I just feel like price versus like, and not to mention the mini nail uh box, the mini nail unit, like the heater, the heating unit device, like not the coil, but the actual unit, the box device, like the actual electrical box that heats it up. That thing is a workhorse, dude. Like it just over and over and over. Not to mention the nails. The actual coils are pretty darn amazing. I've just like they go up and down in temperature, and they don't seem to degrade too much. Like I mean, it's a pretty darn nice little situation for what you need it for. And especially one thing I would say, this is not going to be something the average user is going to want to use. It's not going to be something that the occasional dabbler of cannabis is going to want to spend the money on. But if you're someone who's like me, who daily uses cannabis, and you have all these different devices, um, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's just, hang on, I need to find out too. How is everything going? How is everything? Are you okay? Okay. So, but yeah, so just the flexibility of it. I really like too how I can be using the wand, and then just within a quick pop and changeover, I can be using a dabber or like my banger. So like I can just easily switch out the two, and then done. Be dabbing. And I do that a lot. I switch between dabbing and concentrates and flour all the time. So, but yeah, I think it's a definitely it's for connoisseurs. But if you're a connoisseur and you consume cannabis daily, especially flower, I mean, I could not suggest it to you. I mean, for the price, for what it is, like, oh, yay! She found her sunglasses. Cool, cool, cool. I was worried. I looked everywhere. All right. So then we've got. I think it's ready. Let's finish out our last little bong rip here. And then, so it looks like this. Cheers. Dude, I'm sorry. How's it going? All right. So that was delish. That was absolutely delish. Let's throw that back in there just to keep that heat on it. That way, by the time we get ready to use it again, because that's perfect. Now, here's what you're going to look at, or what you're going to look like when you finish. It's just going to be what they call ABV, already, or AVB, already vaped bud. It's just some nice light brown. You can keep it. Some people make edibles with it, which I don't understand. I mean, dude, you've vaped it. Like, come on. The THC is guaranteed. This may have a tiny bit left. Yeah, that's still got a little hit left. I was thinking so when I hit it, it ripped pretty decently. Yeah, we'll do one more little rippity rip off of that. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, and then let's see here. Let's go to these. All right, so making sure I don't have any comments or chats, by the way. If anybody wants to know anything, just make sure you reach out. I will not hesitate to talk to you. I'm not one of those people. I'm pretty social guy, you know. All right, let's see here. Let's do this last little tooth. Now, I'm not expecting greatness off of this because we are pretty browned, but I just know that it was done. Yeah. We're getting all the effects. Yo, I like this thing. It's just so easy to clean. It's so nice. The flower looks so much like, look at this. So much like just brown instead of like black and gross ash with like all that resi gross. Like, this is just much more tolerable. 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 All right, let's see here. Let's get this cleaned out for our next one. It's 2:30. Alright, how long have we been on here? 30 minutes. We'll do a little longer, and then I'm gonna go get my last little thing done. And then I also got to get on to Facebook here in a bit, as much as I don't want to. I do, because I haven't been on there, and it was telling me my engagement was down, and I was like, I looked too, though, you guys. One thing, the difference is, I gotta get my YouTube engagement up to where my Facebook engagement is. Like, on Facebook, I had like 68,000 views. I didn't realize like I was actually pulling in quite so many views in the last. It said in the last 28 days I had like 68,000 views, but that it was down like 11% from the previous 28 days. So it was like, damn, like I didn't realize I was doing numbers like that. Like, but I looked too though on Facebook to get any kind of monetary anything you've got to have like I think it's like 1 million followers or whatever, you know. And it's like, God bless, dude. Like, I don't even care about making the money. That's not even. But all I want is the algorithm to help me. I'm like, at what point does the algorithm start helping you instead of hindering you? Like, I don't ever turn my thing on and see just these views that everybody else gets. Like, I have to get them. Like, I have to like share and put my stuff out there to people, and then then the algorithm sort of like it doesn't seem to help me. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Whereas, like, I see other. Let's do a piece of this. I see like other channels where the algorithm will like help a little, you know. But I think it's because you have to get to a certain size, you know. Like, a certain size channel will get a lot more push from an algorithm because of the views that it I think it's like predetermined amount of views that like if you've gotten so many views off other videos, the algorithm is more likely, okay, well this channel has all these followers and this. So if I push this video, it's much more likely that. And so I need to like watch some videos on how to grow a channel. Like, yep. That's what I need to do. Jesus, Jesus. Well, this one's gonna be fun. Breaking this stuff up is fun. Holy schmackarolies, it's sticky and like sticks back down onto itself when you try to break it. Like it doesn't want to like crumble, it wants to like grumble, you know what I mean? It wants to grumble, not crumble. Alright. You know the one thing I will say though that is nice too about the dry herb vape, another thing that I like is if you leave a stem in on accident, like a little piece of stem, it doesn't actually too much affect because you're not burning the stem, so the stem's not adding. Where I notice like where some people don't grind right and they throw the stems in with it, you'll get a very harsh, like distinctive, like stemmy taste from the bowl. Um, so that's why I'm always really careful to make sure I pick out the stems and seeds, you know. But like you can get a taste from that. And but like with the dry herb vape though, one thing I notice is that as long as you know, don't leave like a big old stems, but even if you leave like a little piece of the stem, it's not burning the stem. So I don't get as much like flavor change off of the hit if a little like see like for instance this little piece here. See this little see the teeny teeny little bit. But that little teeny that will change the flavor of the bowl when you burn that. It's like it'll add a little woody, like harshy, like taste to it. You know what I mean? And I don't understand some people that literally will just throw it. Like I'm like yo 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 yo, like you know what I mean? Like you got to use your fingers and get in there and actually like I've seen people just like open their grinder, take stuff in the whole nug like they don't even if you have okay if say you have a gram nug, there's going to be a little stem that runs down the middle of that little gram nuggy, unless it's a tiny little tiny poppy corns. If it's a decent nug of any kind, it's going to have a little stem. So if you don't like even the little ones, you got to kind of break them apart, stuff them into the grinder and then grind. You can't just I've seen people just open the grinder and stuff the whole nug in and then close it and grind. And it's like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But it just like I noticed like I can tell the flavor changes when you do that. Like because it's gonna get that woody like campfire smoke flavor instead of a nice just buddy like floral aroma with all the terpenes and stuff burning better. So I have noticed, and this isn't just like a complaint, but it's like just make sure people, if you're grinding your stuff, watch with your stems and then be a little more anal about your stems and then tell me later if you don't notice a little difference in the smoothness of the smoke. But again, with this, I'm noticing that even if I forget and leave a couple little pieces in, or if like just I don't have time and I just do it, like I haven't noticed as much of a flavor impartation because it doesn't impart so much of that smoky, woody, like burnt charcoaly flavor because it's not burning it. You're just heating enough so the actual stems aren't combusting and causing flavor change into the bowl. All right, we're there. That is ground. Boom, shakalaka. All right, throw that in. Tamp, tamp. We good to go. Let's rip her. Oh, and I'll show you too. So I pack it down like about like that. All right, all right. All right. Just a little second. I like to let it like warm it on up there, get the whole little thing nice and begin. All right. Cheers. God bless, that thing is ripping, dude. Holy schmack rollies. Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 And see? See, look. It was perfect. It's not. That's what you want to see. Now we're to tempy temps. We're getting vape, but it's not burning. It just brought it to the edge of toast. That's what you want to see. But that's why that ripped me so hard. That was so. That was a fat hit. Because the thing is, you're getting more than you think you are with the vape. Oh wow. Oh. All right. Oh. That one got me like. Alright. Let's finish her off. Holy. Dude. Oh. Dude, for that rip, dude, that shouldn't even be possible without like smoke. Like, that was so much off of a bowl. Like, that thing gave me the dab sweats and the spins, and I'm like baked. So hold on a second. That literally gave me the dab, the spins. They gave me the spins, Esto un momento, por favor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, oh, necesito agua. Hey, oh, yo, that one did it. That one got a rippity rips. That was perfect. Okay, so I figured out what I'm doing. I gotta give that thing. So I figured it out. Okay, I have discovered something I'm going to share with you guys. And this is a it's a gnarly ass secret, okay? Hank Stank shit. Okay. So what I've noticed is with this nail, because of those vol vapes in there, you do gotta give it some heat up time. But I think I've solved why. Okay, you need to do this. This is what I would say. This is my ball vape mini nail. This is what I've put together in a few days. Okay, you want to turn it on, set it at 650. You can go 600 if you don't want a little bit more of a cloud. See, like I like that boosh. I like that cloud. You know what I mean? Like I like it to do this. This is where I want mine to be. Now you can go a little less dark. So do you see how mine's kind of, it's brown. It ain't black. It ain't burnt. It's just there. Now, I honestly may dial back. I might dial back soon to like, I don't know though. I like where I'm at. I might dial back down to like 640, 630, but I think 650 is perfect. Okay. So now hear me out. You want to turn on the unit. All right. Set your temp, whether you go to 550, 6 or 650 or 6, wherever you are. I would say you need to be somewhere between about 550 and about 650. I wouldn't go higher than 650 because I've burned it. I tried it. I wouldn't go lower than 550 because I got nothing. All right. So I'd say with this unit, I'd be somewhere between 550 and 650. I would turn it on, and you need to give it an initial 10 to 15-minute heat up. Okay. And I know that sucks. I know that's like but I mean, now here's the thing too. It may not even be required, but what I have found is if you will just flip it on, and then like what I do now is I cut it on, and I like to go and do all my stuff, get all my stuff set up for streaming, but then cut it on, give it a good like 10, 15 minutes to like Rochambeau those beads, a good like internal heat. That way everything inside that thing is up to 650 internally. Okay. Then okay. But yeah, so then once it's internally there, you can take it off and use it as you notice I've been doing. And as long as when you finish you put it back on, it pretty much maintains the heat. Like I haven't set it down now and seen what the actual cool down time is, but I'm gonna tell you though, once those nails or those pearls or those ruby, yeah, pearls, turt pearls, whatever they are, once they hit internal temp, they hold it, dude. They hold it like a sheesky beesky. So that's where I found it, where I was kind of, I kept jumping on it and then like beaming it. Like, all right, are you hot? Are you hot? Don't do that. It's like boiling water. Don't do that. So what I found is turn it on about 10, 15 minutes before you want to sesh. And don't worry, that's one thing about it over here. The coil caddy is nice, stable. I don't get the feeling. It's also got that huge guard around it that while it gets hot isn't like untouchable. So it's like I do feel safe with it. So I would just come in, cut it on, grab your stuff, start getting all your stuff together, maybe grab your drink and everything. And then that way when you come in to use it, you're using it, and then when you finish using it, you're just putting it back in the caddy to sort of touch back up that heat. But like I think that's the move. That's my go-to now is I'm going to start cutting mine on for sure, giving it a little 10 to 15 minute precursor warm where you're not taking it out and using it. Like let it get fully to temp, internal temp of where you're setting it to be. And then at that point, when you finish, just keep setting it back in the caddy and it will keep you bumped up. And then honestly, I haven't really noticed much of a lag time. Like you can finish using it, set it back in, and at that point, by the time you dump out your AVB, your already vaped bud, and you go to reload another one and then grab it again, it's ready. Like it's ready. See, and it just such a cleaner. I mean, yeah, there's some res. I mean, there's, but it's like that looks like one, maybe two bowls of flour. And I've been smoking out of it for 3 days, vaping out of it for 3 days. It's just like I can really see where this is a cleaner thing on my lungs, and I can feel it. Like when I finish a sesh with this, I'm not thrashed, like it feels like when I dab. So it's, I think me and this thing are going to be friends for a long while. I'm also super good and stoned. I, hmm, dude, you know what else too? I was watching a dude earlier today make a teapot. The dude who did these little slurper sets, Corky. He was doing a teapot, bro. And oh my god, that dude can blow, bro. That guy's a glass blower. Like Corky's a for real glass blower. Like he's no joke. Like for real. Like he's not 10-4. 10-4, 10-4. But yeah, he is no joke. He's not like he's a real glass blower. 10-4. But yeah, I was like, dude, just with him and that teapot too, the way I saw him doing it, it's like he's also doing everything with the expectation of removing some glass in his sander spot, and then like just watching him put together that pot, and then also go over there and then have to like kiln it and then sit and then like cold work everything. So it's like he does days where I guess he works glass and then days where I think he cold works stuff. Like he'll do like, okay, like all week long he must do this, 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 and this and get everything ready. And then at the end of the week, like cold work everything that he can. Because I thought it would pop up. But yeah, because the thing is everything he does generally has this cool design that's hand carved on it. And he was doing it on a teapot today. And I'm just like, dude, you're a real artist. Like 10-4, 10-4. I gotcha. I gotcha. That I can do for sure. And then let's see. But no, he's an artist. Like I get what my other buddy was saying too. Oh no. I'm sorry about that, bro. My buddy just found out his dog's gotta go into surgery. But no, it's just like he's that's what my buddy was trying to tell me. Like some people are just got it. Like some people can just go, oh, I'm gonna whip out a teapot today, and just go in there and whip out a real teapot. Like it'll look and fit and works. Like, and then they can carve their design. I mean, like it's just cool how like some artists can just get 10-4. Um, but yeah, so it's just funny how me, or it's just cool to me how like some artists can get like a piece of glass and just go, I'm gonna make a heart and just make a heart out of it. Or I'm gonna make like a naked lady's torso and like wham, they got a like that to me, it's like I get inspired by some things sometimes and can draw it, but like I have to have that like it has to pop into my mind's eye and like sit there like a still image that won't move. And once it does that, then I can put it on paper. Or it can be something that I've seen before and like drawn and practiced, and then I can kind of redo that thing over and over and over anytime I want. But like I'm not just one of those artists that can go, today I think I want to do cool, cool. Yeah, no stress, man. But I'm just not one of those people that can no stress, man. No stress. I'll be here. But yes, I'm just not one of those people that can do that. I wish that I could just grab something out of thin air with my mind like that and just create it. Like, like, oh, dude, Hick Dog, dude, like the stuff that he puts out, like he just builds stuff like this out of glass. Like he just, I mean, it's just insane. Like this man is just insane. Like, I just wish that I had artistic ability in that way, like in some way of that. Like I'm kind of like a jack of all trades, but like, I don't know. But I mean, that's why I want to focus though on cannabis growing, because that's the one thing though. It's like every time I grow, I'm getting better and better and better and better and better. I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. I'm learning too. The big thing is like, I guess with a glass blower, they learn to like read the glass and like feel the flow, see where it's going to go, learn how it moves in their hands. Well, I'm having to learn how the plants grow, you know? Well, you guys, I do appreciate everybody. I think we've been on here just about an hour, but I got one quick little thing I got to go do with the BEAR, and we're going to go to the DOGPARK. She just doesn't KNOWIT. And so, yeah. Um, but yeah, I do appreciate. So let me grab the phone so I can do my sign off here. And hopefully, in the last few days, giving you guys the rundown on the nail. Hopefully you guys have liked it. Also, let me give a little show and see what you guys think. Let's see here. So this is the coil caddy in all of its glory. Now, what I think is cool too, they do have these available so that you can just like set it on here. I swear people are going to think I'm like D-riding right now because I do not get paid for this. This is not an advertisement. I just really like this product, man. Like, I have loads of things. Like, I'm so little. Y'all can check my subscriber count and see I don't get paid nothing, dude. This is just because I think they're cool. In fact, like I said, my buddy brought me over the controller. So this is what the controller looks like. So my buddy's was like this, like tan brown kind of color, and then I didn't know we could choose our color. So when I got to choose purple, of course I was like, yes. And so he chose green, which was the second. I was literally going to choose purple or green, but those were both cool colors. So we got the purple and green combo. So you set it there, set your temp, turn it on, and then that will connect to the coil caddy. And again, dude, this thing is so dope. Like, you can take the coil caddy, and again, so this will come off of here just like this. It's filled with, let me see if I can, do you see the ruby pearls inside there? Hang on, did that make a sound? Hopefully you could hear it. And then so it's got the pearls inside, and they're made of ruby. Of course, it's lab grown rubies. And so you put your little thing there, grab your banger just like so, and it will fit right in there like that. And also, I finally got it all straightened out, as you can see. I got my little thing positioned, so everything works. I will tell you, so the insert, I think they just built the coil to be that big, but in case you've got a banger that's just extra big, or you can take the insert out and put really big stuff in this one. But I will say it doesn't quite fit dishes very well. Like, it'll do bangers super well. In fact, it'll do like almost any size of a traditional bucket banger, like low riders, fluted, you name it. Like, it'll fit it. In fact, that low rider, the one thing is though, because it's got that little bit of a gap, so just make sure you're giving your banger, anything with a little bit more of a gap, a little extra time to heat up. But man, it still works super, super duper. Like, it works just bueno. Like, I don't even know how to, like, it just works so good. Like, you just set it in here and you're done. Set it, forgot it. It's pretty dope. There. But yeah, so that's it. And then this is what it looks like. I can't really touch the insert, of course, because it's hotter than hell. But it looks like so. It's got the little screwdriver that comes in. But yeah, this is the coil caddy. Really, really like it. Like, I like it. But yeah, so you guys, again, I got something to go do. I do appreciate you. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's it. Other than I still need to put out a giveaway video, I'm slacking. It's just so much work to do one because I'm gonna download all the stuff to like edit it. I'm not big on doing things like half-aid. So if I do a real video again, I'm gonna have to get the editing software back on my laptop and go from there. Um, and then, but yeah, so I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna do it, but I just got to get to it. So I'm gonna do the giveaway on the rolling stuff. I'm going to do another live to show the dabbing capabilities of this thing, and then I would like to do like a real, but I'm going to give it a bit. I want to give it like 2 or 3 months and then do a full-on review video of the Mini. Just so I can really say I've used it, and then the lives would back me up, like when I've had it versus, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Um, yeah, I think that's it for now. Love you guys. Hey, thank y'all so much. Literally, every second you guys give me, dude, like, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it because I'm growing everywhere around me. Everything I'm trying to do, pun intended, I'm growing. And so, like, for those that are here from like the first, like, dude, I'm intended on trying to grow this thing. Like, I'm pretty stubborn. I will do it until I have to. Like, it's just fun for me now anyway. So, but I just want to grow it. So for everybody though that's here from the Gingans, you know what I'm saying? The very nitty gritty, like the dirt fucking floor. Y'all, I will remember. I'll see y'all's comments, all your names and everything. I've got a real good memory. So yeah, think about that. Like everybody that tunes in now, dude, I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know what? I may just do a thing like for these first hundo subscribers, like in a few little bits ago, I'm gonna take a picture or something of my first 100 and keep it. And then when I get to where like I'm bigger, if I get there, those first hundos, yo, y'all gonna get something fire. Like I'm gonna do something cool. So keep that in mind. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, every second I get from y'all is thank you.